NABCEP would like to present our first company accreditation to Renova Energy Corp.
Very good. Thank you very much. We're very honored to accept to be the first company. Thank you very much to be an accredited company. Thank you, Ezra. And we're going to make you very proud.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Vincent and Thomas, it's a real honor for me to have you guys be the first accredited installation company. We worked on this program for over 2 years, fine-tuning it and getting it right. The point of the program is to provide consumers an additional level of confidence. We have our installer certifications. I know that some of your employees have those certifications. And that's a great foundation for building consumer confidence. Company accreditation is about taking it one step further. What we learned from the funders of this program, NYSERDA, New York State, was that in their incentive programs, they were requiring installers, but the installers weren't providing the guarantees. The companies that installed were providing that guarantee of post-installation service. So they said, help us find a way to increase the accountability loop. And that's what company accreditation is about. And in fulfilling your application, you've demonstrated a company-wide commitment to quality assurance, from the opening sales call to the installation, to the post-sales to post-installation call, to the post-warranty process. We're really proud of how well you've done that, and we're especially proud of the extraordinarily high rating, the site audits that were done on your previous work earned. 99% is about as good as it gets.
Yeah, there was that 1%.
That was great.
We're still going to work on that 1%. So.
Well, yeah, it was a little flashing matter, I'm sure you can, and it's in Palm Desert.
Take care of it.
So
That's
you're
right.
pretty safe there.
That's true.
So,
very good. Thank you.
Perhaps you can tell me a little bit why you choose to go through the process. I know it wasn't an easy one.
No, it wasn't, but it is a necessary process. Like you said, the face of solar, because we're such a nascent industry, up to this point has been individuals, certified individuals. But you single-handedly are shifting the industry, showing that the industry is maturing by, instead of having an individual face, now there's a company face. This is actually the very first meaningful way that consumers can choose their solar company. It's a big investment that folks are taking when they go solar. And now being able to use this as a gold standard or like a kind of like a good housekeeping seal, it gives the consumer something to go on and they know who they're dealing with. One thing that Thomas and I watch in this industry and things that are hurting, one thing that really is hurting the industry are a sort of predatory solar sales folks out there who close on $12 per watt deals and don't do proper follow-up after systems are done. And NABCEP company accreditation is going to put a stop to that, because those companies will not pass muster. Through the vetting process you put us through for 8 months, I mean, we showed you everything. You required all of the policies that Renova currently goes by and more. I mean, we showed you all of our accounts payables, receivables, and trust me when I tell you that we know of at least a dozen companies who do business in our territory that would never be able to pass that muster. So we're banking that this accreditation will become that gold standard for consumers as consumer protection. So we thank you for putting us through the process. It was painful.
It is a recognizable standard, and not only is it recognizable for us in the industry, but for the consumers. And by using best practices and by using best of breed products and making sure that the quality assurance is there, we're creating something that hasn't been before and should be here. And that's what Vincent and I had decided. Our company accreditation, and to make it work with NABCEP, is all encompassing. Not just PV, but it is the small wind installer certification, the PV sales, technical sales certification. It's the solar thermal installer certification. And well, we're all part of the NABCEP program.
Right.
And it's an all-encompassing program, as I just mentioned, where there are other programs, they don't fit the muster.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How will you promote this credential that you've achieved to your consumers?
Well, what we have is we've actually bullet pointed all of the policy checks that we had to go through. So our sales folks, starting next week, are going to present our customers with what exactly a NABCEP accredited company has to go through. And we were discussing, Christine and I were talking about perhaps having the consumer be allowed to call to NABCEP so that they can understand, what process that the company that is meeting with them to build a system, what process they actually went through. So it's again showing them all of the policies instead of walking in to the consumer's home and saying, okay, look, here's our insurance policy, here's everything. NABCEP is taking care of that in one stop, that one accreditation. So we're also touting ourselves as America's first NABCEP.
Well, you have a right to be, because you are.
So we are very proud. And one thing, if I may also give a shout out to one of your ambassadors, Brian Hurd, who is our personal mentor, who helped us from the very beginning get through NABCEP and helped us get through the accreditation process. We want to thank him and thank you for having such great people represent the NABCEP brand.
Well, thank you, and I wanted to pick up on something you said, and this is a great segue, about single-handedly. There's nothing single-handed about NABCEP. We have over 100 volunteers from more than 100 companies in our industry that offer their time, their expertise, their knowledge to work on exam committees, job task analysis committees, sit on boards, sit on grievance committees. There were 8 or 10 people who are business owners and senior managers of businesses that spent 2 years crafting the company accreditation program. They were so excited last week when I got to send them the email that said, we have our first one. And there's nothing single-handed about NABCEP. NABCEP is from the PV industry, and the reason we have the respect in the industry we have is because of the huge amount of volunteer commitment we receive and very much value.
And the public is coming around to that. The public is coming around to seeing NABCEP as that gold standard.
Well, we think that's great because that's certainly the goal we set out to achieve.
Wonderful.
Well, we hope that you certainly get a lot more calls.
Well, so do we. The worst of our problem is being overloaded by calls. We'll deal with that.
There you go.
We'll find a way to deal with that.
Good,
That's
sure
a great thing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
NABCEP is the industry's most respected accreditation and certification program for installers, technical salespeople, and now we're proud to add accredited companies. For more information about NABCEP, our programs, or how to achieve one of our credentials, please visit www.nabcep.org.